Excellent.
Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noah Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit. And joining me every week is my brother Pedro.
Good morning, everybody. Pedro, Creative Tech here at Adafruit. And every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
Yes, that's right. This is a show where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Wednesday, September 10th, 2025. Right? Yeah, it is episode 497. 3 episodes away from our 500th episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
actually, we got the email. We've been here 12 years now.
12 years. Yeah, so happy anniversary, Pedro, I guess. Yep, yeah, we've been doing this for 12 years at Adafruit. We started in 2013. Do the math. 12 years. Yahoo! Yeah. And for folks watching live, we are hanging out in the Adafruit Discord server. If you want to join us throughout the show, we're streaming on all the networks: Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and X. So if you have any comments there, we can bring them into the chat. But if you want to hang out with us in Discord, you can share GIFs, memes, all that and more. Hello to everybody hanging out. In the chat, we have Duester, Squid.jpeg, hello, and good morning. If it is indeed the morning.
We starting late because we were chatting about all the friends' kids wanting to be.
Yeah, we were just like reminiscing on the craze of this week's project, really, that was inspired by a movie. You might have heard about it. If you haven't heard about it, you're going to hear about it now. KPOP Demon Hunters. It's like what, the #1 movie on Netflix right now?
Not just that, the billboards, all the songs are like all #1.
Right.
How funny.
Yeah, they out Disneyed Disney.
What Disney used to be able to do so easy, now can't do it all.
Yeah.
I watched this YouTube video from, I forget the name of it, where it's like the script. They're doing the Marvel approach where they film stuff before having a solid script, and then they say insert the music here, and it's like, what? That's not how stuff works.
That's funny. All right, well, you want to give us a background story on why you chose Rumi's sword? She is, of course, the lead singer, I believe, of the fictional.
Yeah, she's like the head character of the group.
There we go.
Shout outs to my son who saw this immediately when it came out. He was listening to all the music. He was like, you guys need to listen and watch this. And we're like, okay. Yeah, cool. We watch it. Oh, this is cool. And then as the weeks go by, you just keep seeing it over and over again where it's like, they beat out Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Alio? It's like, dude, that's not a musical. That's not a interesting character design or story or anything like that. So it's like, wow. The same people who made Into the Spider-Verse. So there's the very cool animation style that they have for that, and then the story, the folklore, all the backstory for the Korean culture, the sextuple entendres, like layers and layers of meaning behind like each scene. It's like, oh my god, this thing is insane. All of the way that it was even made. The director was like, worked at all the hits at like DreamWorks, like Puss in Boots. So all the the really good movies that again out Disney. Yeah, is the reason why it's such a big hit.
Yeah.
It's funny too the because we know the way in Halloween is what we were caught up talking about. Everybody wants the costumes and be that the way that the Halloween stuff is produced is like, like a year ahead. So they were completely caught off guard. There's no wigs for this. There's no.
I see what you're saying. You can't
costume,
get this
exactly
from Spirit.
The timing, that this is coming out is catching all the designers like that completely off guard. So
wow.
That is why we had to all the costumes, like the wigs. You have to get like a purple wig and then do that dragon braid yourself. You have to look up the videos to do that, and then of course some of the swords that came out were not for LEDs, so we had to go in and design our very own I forget the name of the sword. There's a whole Yeah, it's a whole
Let me do a quick
video essays on all of the history, the culture, like the memes, the Derpy, the tiger, and the sussy, the magpie.
It's apparently called a 4-tiger sword.
Yeah.
Sanjiom.
I picked this one, of course, because the lead character.
Sanjiom.
Kids wanted the big old one that the bigger sword. Looks like a scythe almost.
Okay.
But I wanted the sword.
Yeah. So there's 3 demon hunters. I guess the lead one is Rumi. She's the lead singer, the main character of the thing, and she has the sword.
Alert! She's half demon. There's a whole, that's again how good the story is.
Okay.
So yeah, did all of the detail on the blade there, which completely bogged down Fusion when designing. So I was struggling, panning and rotating around the model.
Oh, I know all about struggling with the emboss tool in Fusion 360.
So use the emboss tool for creating that. Not brought in as SVGs, all redrawn.
All drawn in Fusion. Yeah.
So why was it so slow? Doing a spiral and then some subtraction on.
Do you want to show the detail on the second cam? Let me see if I can pull it.
I mean, it's a webcam, so probably won't show it as good. Yeah, you can kind of see it there.
Yeah, it's hard to focus on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
It's cool though.
Yeah.
I did run out of time in terms of adding more detail to the actual cross guard here. There was some more stuff down in there, but I was already like, no, I'm not gonna bog it down even more. Got to do when I had to do like tolerance changes or adjust like a standoff to ensure that the screw could actually fit in. I had to really struggle with that.
Yep.
The other thing I wanted to do too is should be simple. I could probably do it after the show since it's not filming. Doing the guide now. Add a third noodle down here so you can eliminate the.
Oh wow, that'd be cool.
The lower handle there.
You can definitely do it with the TPS. 61169.
Yep. Everything's held together with the M2 by 12 millimeter long screws for the blade connectors, and then the M2 by 5 millimeter long screws to join the blade halves. And then depending on your tolerance, you could also bump it up to 2.5. So whatever you have on hand. Nice. I'm just doing the 2. Of course, it's because of the size of the details. Unfortunately, this you have to have like a 300 by 300 by 400 millimeter tall printer like the Cruelties, so I could not use the bamboos. And I was trying to explain while you're trying to reorder stuff on JLC PCB. I was sitting there because of the quality from the Cruelties, and the speed, especially the speed. One half of this takes like 20 freaking hours to print. And then I have to do like manual filament swaps. So at times it would sit there waiting for the filament change as I'm like sleeping. I should have added this photo in the guide, but this is what it looks like when it's printing. You're doing a bunch of the tree supports and then filament swaps for not manual. I'm meaning like you have to manually swap it out and put it in. There's we'll go over that in the printing section of the guide. The what layers to change it. I have it all listed there.
Wow.
Here's what that looks like. Now we do have 4 Cruelty printers, but the firmwares on it, they're not all the same. They're not all the same like quality in terms of the hot end. So only one of them really was able to print a really good part at a high speed and 0.25 millimeter layer height, since I don't need so much detail for something that's so large. And then sometimes I would forget to swap out the support settings, so I like broke like 2 handles, and we'll go over that in the printing section on why you got to make sure that the layer line extrusion for the supports is smaller than what the actual main model is printing at. So in this case, it's like 0.2 millimeter layer height width for this. So this is it's weaker and easier to remove than the 0.4 width for the actual main model.
Okay.
And then low density too. So
yeah, looks pretty low density. Real chunky.
The start of the show, the TPS
61169.
Yeah,
I said it so many times in the script that I had to like. It's now hotwired in my brain.
That's what's powering these nudes. I'm gonna have to go through my drawer of the what's the old one that this is replacing? Makes the noise. They're not LED strips.
I'm not. Oh, EL wire. You still
EL
have
wire? I gotta throw all that crap.
I don't have any EL wire.
I need.
I don't use.
I have a whole drawer of that, and I need
not to knock it. It's just like,
bro, that
not even really bright.
Get that? You need like this 9-volt battery. It's in there making noise. It's not.
Yeah,
bright.
That's super bright.
It is like so dim. I need to toss all that crap in the garbage, man. So recycling.
Yeah.
So mad that it's taking up all this room.
No, it does take up room. The battery packs alone.
So,
cool.
Super cool LED booster for that. You have the dip switches, so it allows you to change the voltages on there. I list what looked good on this one with the pink filament. And then speaking of the pink filament, the way that the blade is presented in the movie, sometimes it was blue, sometimes it's like pink, and then there's like a rainbow color near the end. So what I'm doing here is using the blue translucent PLA and then the pink LED nude on the inside.
I love the
gradient.
The gradient.
You kind of see it blown out there, but in real life, you have this nice soft gradient glow.
Yeah.
So that's definitely the way to mimic the look of that.
Yeah.
There is no charging on this, unfortunately.
No what?
So there's a way, battery charging.
Oh, I see.
It should last a while. I don't know how long. And this is still the same battery from when we first started filming, like 2 weeks ago, so it's still going. But it is a beefy cylindrical 2200 milliamp hour cylindrical battery that is in the handle.
Yep.
And then the switch is on the side here, right underneath the cross guard. So easy to turn on and off.
Oh, that looks great with that angle where the light catched, and so you can see all the detail of the.
Now I should have grabbed more shots.
What are those? Like constellations or something? Like what are they?
I have not researched.
I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know what the there's any significance to like the weapon. I mean,
I think there might be.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it wasn't explained in the movie, I guess.
No.
Okay.
They didn't get that detailed on that.
It's like I think about like the like Bleach anime where every weapon had like a story and it was like personified as a person, and like I was wondering if there was a similar theme going on. Yeah, that looks really good.
That's really good right there. Yeah.
So what's the overall length of it? Did you say that? Like, what's the overall?
You know what? I did not. It's a full length.
It's big.
As you said, it's a full length sword. So
yeah, I don't know what that means.
It's a nice length for an adult, and for a kid, it is pretty long.
Yeah. How heavy is it? Is it like nice weight to it?
It's the only weight is the cylindrical battery, and because everything is hollowed out. It's literally a 1.5 millimeter shell, so it ain't that thick.
Yeah.
So it has a nice weight to it, or not crazy weight.
Yeah, it's not your foam sword. It's
It's not a foam sword. It's not wobble on you. Using the screw so it could be disassembled if you need to travel with it. So that's always good.
Yeah.
And the LED nude is press fitted into the center. So gluing on that.
All right.
I'll just jump into the guide since I keep going into the explanation of things. So we can quickly launch that.
Add to stage. There it is.
All right. So a nice little overview. In terms of the assembly for like circuit wise, this is a pretty simple build. Since you can see here, that's really all it is.
This is great.
Power the board and 2 nude, since we don't stock a 600 millimeter long LED nude. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's about 1,000 millimeters long if we add up that, because the nude is the same length as the entire blade, and then an extra like 400 millimeters for the, or about 400 millimeters for the size of the handle.
All right.
Then you go. Brandy, my wife, has been dressing up as Rumi.
Yeah,
she
she's
has like a whole. Oh yeah, she figured out how to do the dragon braid thing and put together the costume from scratch. Because again, the timing, there is no way to get a complete costume. The TPS61169 constant current booster. Unfortunately, every one of them was sold, I think, last week. So keep an eye, since this is the board to get for any of the LED glowing Halloween and Christmas projects. This is, again, if you don't need it to do like, if you don't need the LEDs to be addressable or anything like that, this is the way to go. You don't need any programming. There's no having to go into CircuitPython or anything like that. It just turns on. That's it. You're good to go. Which is for cosplay type stuff. That's pretty much you want, unless you have LED animations that are, what the prop is. The slide switch, the cylinder battery, and then using the JST socket connector to connect the battery, and then via terminal blocks into the constant current board. Silicone wire. So that's how you close the circuit on the nudes here. And then I have listed here the PLAs that I'm using the Gold Polymaker Pro. It's a really good one for that ass. There's some sparkles on it too, which I was not expecting. If you look closely on it, it has a nice, a very muted glitter, which is good. No shine, but it has like some glitter particles in there, which is pretty cool. I forget how to pronounce this. Mullen Blue Glow PLA. So this does glow in the dark, even though you can't really see it on camera. In person, it looks freaking awesome.
Wow.
We click on it so you guys can see. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing here. This is the way that it glows with all these sparkles. Yeah,
no way. Really?
It looks so good. Yeah,
it's big.
It looks amazing.
It looks like resin casted with a bunch of bubbles or something.
Yeah,
like bioluminescence.
It looks awesome.
That's crazy.
And using the UV LED lights. Yeah, it shows you the brightness for how long.
Okay.
A couple different colors.
Cool.
Halloween.
Great.
And it looks like our translucent blue PLA that we usually use for these projects. So grab that, since it from Amazon. It ships super fast. Usually get it from, I think, Ulti Machines. It take like a week or so to get here. So super happy that this turns out their print's so good.
Nice. Yeah.
And then the screws that we'll need about 14 of the M2 by 12, and then M2 by 8 millimeters. That's for like the pommel. And then for the blades, M2 by 5 millimeter long. Some nice short screws to assemble the blade. Here is what the circuit diagram looks like for the board. As I was saying before, we are wiring these in series, so positive, and the negative, and then positive goes to the negative, and then routes back with a silicone coated wire. Goes the entire length of the blade back to the negative connection. And I have here what everything connects to, how it's connected.
Oh, I see.
This is the name of it. The dip switch that I used for this one, I flipped all of them off except the number 2, which is the 100 volt option.
100 ohm? 100 volt? 100 volt sounds like a lot.
Watt.
Oh, watt?
Watt. Volt.
100 something.
Yeah, I think it's volt.
I haven't really used this board yet, so.
No, I heard you say ohm. No, it's volt.
Oh wow, 100
volt. No resistors needed for this. Let's see. Oh, and put a warning here. If you use the helping hands, you don't have to worry about the metal getting too hot. So the way we avoided seeing a gap between the LEDs was to just stack them on top of each other like that, so that we don't have the gap. So we're not soldering the positive to the negative right on top. We are using an extra silicone coated wire to connect these. You can kind of see it here. The original, yeah, you can see it here. There's a, I know it's so hard to freaking see unless like it's like a video or something, but yeah, there's a tiny 30 gauge silicone coated wire that is holding these together. We're just using third helping hands to hold those in place while they're soldered. But that is how to avoid the any gaps in a LED strip.
That's a good tip.
And then we have here listed what the positive and the negative connections are. You can see it with the little punched out hole on the metal end. Jumping to the 3D printing, we have the design files here. The Fusion 360 files are listed. So if you want to go in and edit these, I already have it loaded up here. Here's what that looks like. So you can go ahead and edit. If you want to chop this up,
yeah,
printer. Again, I just didn't want to spend time on that. The reason why I didn't chop it up for the bamboos is because of just the way that the design of the handle here. I want to put it's so thin. It's what I'm trying to get to.
Sure.
I didn't want to have the tabs. Like you can't have them be past a certain size because then they'll crack or they won't come out as strong. That's why I only focused on having the tabs in the blades.
Okay.
See here what that looks like. Yeah, not the best. I wish it was an option to limit where the explosion happened. You can see all the details we were talking about. It's all there, all embossed.
Yeah, I did a quick look on. I opened your file, and it's in inches is 33.15 inches tall. That's 842 millimeters in millimeters. It's big. 33 is pretty standard for like a lightsaber. And that's tip to pommel.
They're I chamfered out the tip too, so it should not be sharp. You can see here.
Yeah, and it's flattened a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's flattened out.
All right.
So there's the files there, or if you just want the STLs, you can grab those. Again, the Fusion file is gonna right up here. When you go to download, there is a list of all the different formats you can grab as well. Or you can just open it up in Fusion and add your edits. For the printing, I have the support material settings down here. Tree supports, again, with 0.2, so it prints out thinner, so it's easier to remove. And then a support density of 3%. Again, so you're not wasting all that filament. And then the layer changes is all listed here. It's going to be different for the front handle than it is the back handle. Ask me how I know. When I printed up, I'm like, this does not match up. What the heck? So for whatever reason, using the exact same layer height, it is different. So you started off with the gold PLA, and then at 209, you'll swap it out for blue, yada, yada from there. And then I tell you where to get to that extension under post-processing, modify G-code, and it is the filament change option for that. Been a while since we had to use that since, and on the bamboos, it's automatic. Here's where you would add that. And onto assembly. Oh, here's what it looks like. Again, just a crazy, looking like an anthill with all that. So you do want to pre-drill to create your drill. So if you have like drill bits, definitely use that. So it's easier to align all of your screws together. We do pre-drill it, have been poking out just a little bit so that it can get into the screw holes to align those up. The LED nudes press fit into one of the channels on the blade, and you want to make sure that they're all facing the same direction so they're not twisted, because you will definitely see it when you power up the filament. You'll see if it's twisted, and it'll like the diffusion won't look even if it's like, you know, one's facing one way or throughout the blade. So just be mindful of that. I'm gonna lay down your negative connection first, and then the nude will hold that in place when you press fit it. And then just be careful when you get to the part where the two filament ends meet. Jump over to mounting the slide switch and then the board. The slide switch press fits at an angle. The board is mounted with 2.5 by 6 millimeter long screws. And then you want to mount, or you want to have the JST socket for the battery. You want to have run that underneath the board for the, just for wire management. So when you're closing the two halves together, it's like it's not sticking out the side to get pinched. So after that, again, pre-drill the base of the blade so I can go into the cross guard to align those up. Something I didn't mention, you're definitely going to want to use a drill that has a long drill bit, just so you can get in there, because a small bit isn't going to fit into these angles. Unless you have like that angle, right angle or 90-degree angle bit. But even then, it's still kind of, it's not exactly slim. The hilt has a little cutout, so you can press fit the LED strip into that. And I would just want to wire up the nude and the ground connection. I want to make sure that you tug on it slightly to make sure that it is, inside of the LED block, so it doesn't disconnect while you're swinging it around. The battery mount is on the other side of the handle, and then that just slips through with the wire portion going in first. And you have a little cutout there, so the wire can loop up around and then to the side of the holder again, so it avoids being pinched when closing together. We'll connect both halves together, and then again, you definitely want to have a drill because of the 12 millimeter long screws, and just how many screws there are, like 14 plus the other. It's a ton of screws.
Yeah.
And then same thing with the blade here. And that's pretty much it.
Cool. Did you have to use a screw tap or anything to make the threads in the parts, or did you just do it with
I'm just using a screw to create the tap.
All right.
So
cool.
You definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
Because it will be frustrating when you're trying to drill through and it's not going in to create that. Again, because it's like a 0.4 millimeter thread. What's appropriate? 0.45.
The pitch.
The pitch. Yeah, the screw pitch. The printers can't print that, especially at 0.25 layer height. So I just give it extra so you have that meat, so to say, to create the thread for you.
Cool. All right.
Make sure my terminology is correct. It is indeed.
Yeah, it's pitch.
It doesn't say here. Yeah, it's the pitch is 0.4.
Yeah, they're all pretty standard. So metric is 0.4 thread pitch.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise, if I try to model that into it, once it bog it down even more.
I just wondering. Sometimes, sometimes you got to, but no, it seems all good. All right, cool. Let's see.
You go. That is how to create your own Rumi sword to seal the Han Moon.
Whoops. Where's my? There it is. Cool. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, super stoked on it. Of course.
Yeah, man.
The whole family is, because they were all telling me like, "Oh, you need to make this." I'm like, I don't know.
I don't want to. That's funny.
No.
It might just very well be one of the next like Master Sword, Guardian Sword, because that one gets made a lot. Cool. All right. If you want to pick up any LED noodles or sign up to get notified when the TPS61169 constant current boost driver board is back in stock, you can use our coupon code HUNTRIX to get 10% off your order. So stock up on all the things you need for your next cosplay, your next prop, and get 10% off. This coupon code is good for the next 24 hours. So mainly for the folks that are watching live and they want to put their order in today. Yeah, Huntrix. That's the name of the K-pop band that's in the movie K-pop Demon Hunters. Huntrix. That's their name.
We got the comments from Squid.jpg. Yes, it is the Spider-Verse people and the Piss and Boots people. All the where that animation style where it's like on twos.
Yeah.
That style where it's like that's from Sony.
Yeah, there's like smearing. There's all sorts of fun techniques that make the animation just outstanding.
Comic book style look.
Yeah. There was a really nice VFX breakdown from the Corridor Digital crew.
Oh, I didn't see that. I saw the thumbnail.
It's great because
what did they say?
Well, that is awesome. it was a little biased. What's his name? Sam and Nico, the Sam guy. He really broke. He was the main one who was like breaking down all the VFX and like clips because no one else saw it. Because he's got kids and. So he's like everyone else has kids.
Yeah.
Like, what
even me, where I was like, I don't know.
And you're very hesitant.
Like, oh my god, this is really good.
Yeah. Also, I did a quick search on Meg World, and there's a plethora of swords. So if folks want to like mash and remix or whatever, like have at it. People, there's little ones for babies. You know, my baby's first knife. There's all sorts of them, and good job putting it up there too.
So, yeah.
You got yours up there. They even have like the actual like model. Oh. It's pretty funny. They have the scythe too. Like you check it out.
There it is. Yeah.
There's no shortage of stuff. So we're just adding to
the throwing ones,
to the community to like have at it, make a remix, do whatever you want with it. Yeah. Oh, there's the pool noodle. That one's gonna be a fun one.
Oh,
that's funny. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
So give it up. Yeah, I can't imagine like them being mad and being like, take it down. Like I think companies are like, especially with like Severance, like showing off their props and embracing the DIY community instead of like punishing them like other movies and stuff.
The production behind it is interesting and funny as well, where Sony sold it to Netflix for like $20 million, and now it's such a huge hit. Sony doesn't get any of the merch sales, any of the the movie. Yeah,
they didn't believe in it.
No, yeah,
that's funny.
So Netflix is raking in all the.
They're raking in all the. Oh man, that's funny that they couldn't get costumes out this year because
there's no way. I don't even know how Gavin knew about this.
One of the comments that I saw was like, "Oh, my kid has said that this has surpassed Frozen," which is saying a lot because it was like huge. How everybody wanted to dress up as Elsa. No, everybody wants to dress up as Rumi. All right. Again, Huntrix is the code. It's on theme. It's on brand. It's purple. Huntrix. Use it. All right, and that's this week's project. Huge shout out to your son Gavin for watching it and being on top of the trend because I had no idea. Yeah, it seems like all the marketing is from like people that have seen it,
the watchers,
which is word of mouth. It's better than that. All right, let's move on to what I'm prototyping. I started a new project a couple days ago. It's a collab project with Brent Rubel, who's on the Adafruit.io team and the Whippersnapper team. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Yeah, so Brent had an idea to create a growing monitor device that uses a plethora of sensors. So we have here, I 3D printed the case. It's got a QT-Py ESP32S3 on the inside here. And for the sensors, we have, actually, let me just share my Adafruit.io page because there's so many sensors here. So here's the device page that I have. Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff. It's got the MLX 90632. So it's measuring measured object temp, so temperature. It's got onboard NeoPixel. It's using the SCD40 for doing CO2, ppm readings. It's also using the humidity sensor, the temperature sensor, and the light sensor from the VEML 7700. So it's doing lux sensing. So what is this? This is inspired by these like professional grade monitors for cultivating, so growing herbs or other herbs, just tomatoes. Yeah, this is like kind of what we're the precision grow room monitor. So that's what we're kind of inspired by, and you can get a hint here of what the growers, what
they stick it on
these growers, right? So the idea is that you hang this sensor over your grow room or your crops, and it gives you vapor pressure deficit, so VPD, which is what you need to use for growing and cultivating like good yield in your crops. So this thing's very expensive. It's like $400+. We thought, let's make a DIY version of it using Adafruit IO and all these sensors. There's no soldering required for this project. Everything just connects with these plug and play cables called STEMMA QT cables. And this is all drag and droppable stuff. There's no code that you need to write. It's all using Whippersnapper. So it's very awesome. I haven't used Whippersnapper in a bit now, and it's on the latest beta. Is running awesome. Everything gets installed within the browser. You don't need to download, drag and drop, and do stuff like that anymore. It all just happens on the browser, which is great. So I have a dashboard here, which is showing some gauges of the vapor pressure deficit, the PPFD, and CO2, and a little line chart to show different things. I just got this going. It's using Adafruit's new actions, Blockly, so I'm able to calculate VPD by doing a lot of math. So here we're creating some variables and using the math blocks to because this is like a very proven equation for creating the value for the vapor pressure deficit. So this is all drag and droppable blocks, and you can change everything. It's really nice. Is this right? I think this might be. Anyway, I'm still kind of hit. Oh no,
You go back to the.
I can't undo. Cancel.
Oh, I thought that was a photo.
No, I was really. Whoops.
Go back to the dashboard. I didn't get a clip of that.
Yeah, sure. Here's the dashboard. Micro monitor. There it is. Yeah, so you can create a custom dashboard where you can create gauges and icons and different labels for the various values that are coming through your sensors. So in this case, we're doing a custom action to create this vapor pressure deficit, and these two are also using actions to kind of calculate that value for us. And this is just a straight from the SCD. SCD40 sensor that's doing CO2 monitoring. Yeah, and everything's in Adafruit IO. I believe it's free for 2 devices. Yeah. So Brent is working on the guide. He has it in progress, and I'm working on the case. So back over to the case. So I can switch over here.
VPD.
Vapor pressure deficit. There's a good wiki article that will explain it perfectly, better than I can because I'm not really into it. Let me talk about the enclosure design. So it's all 3D printed. It's a few parts. You got a top, the main case, a PCB mount, and this bottom plate here that exposes the sensors. So this is the SCD40. That's the carbon the CO2 sensor. This is the light sensor, I believe, and then this is the special MLX something. Looking at the data sheet with Brent, there's a very particular field of view that you have to expose. So I think it's 70 degrees, which is a lot, but it prints fine without any supports. So we have 3D models of all these, which is great. And then we have the Cutie Pie over here. There's a couple of mounts it's this weird kind of collection of mounts, but the USB-C is broken out, and something I haven't done before is there's this little loop kind of thing for strapping either a nylon cord or one of these things, like a little clip thing. So the idea is that you would kind kind of use this, latch it in, and then you would hang it from your crops there. So it would hang like that. With the cable, it should balance out because it's right in the center. So it all prints without any supports. I went a little fun with these little icons here. It's just like a little house with a little leaf on it, and then these waves that give it some texture to it. So it's kind of nice. I might print it in a different color just because, white's normally what I print with prototypes. A couple screws here. I think just 8 total screws for M3, and then a couple other screws for the various mounts. But I opted in to use screws because it's going to be hanging, so I want it to be incredibly rigid and robust. So I thought no need for snaps here. Just make everything screws, so it's like super strong. Let's see what else. Yeah, it's fairly small, but there's plenty of room for all the cables and stuff. Again, no soldering because it's all just STEMMA QT cables that plug everything together. Yeah, it's a good look at the sensor there. Yeah, it was kind of fun. I think it'll be out in the next 2 weeks or so. Pedro, I'm going to have you, because we'd really like to show it with some actual plants. So we're thinking like some basil or some tomato plants or something. I'm an apartment and we have cats, and the cats like to eat plants. So maybe we'll try.
Yeah, we were discussing me sending you some plants, but if they're chewing on things, it's not gonna.
We have fake plants, and they're all chewed up. Like
all the aeroids, they're all poisonous for animals.
Are they? Yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I dropped this.
I should have a high VPD. No, low VPD. No, wait. High
the
VPD.
Wiki article says what?
No, I'm looking at. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's
a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a sweet spot for whatever the value is for VPD. Yeah. I'm just now learning all this stuff, so I'm struggling to kind of explain it. But
the transpiration, you can see it on all the leaves. They're always sweating. It was like
right. Yeah.
So much so that we had to get like a bunch of like bigger dehumidifiers to lower the humidity.
Oh,
it's like 70%.
Yeah. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it for explaining it.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Like the going after the $400 model.
Right. Well, it's a good DIY solution to it. If you don't want to DIY it and put all the block leaves together, then you can get this thing, which I think has its own app and subscription fees and who knows what else.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yep.
Of course.
Yeah. So anyway, still working on it. Just gonna do a couple more edits to it, but I think it's ready for testing. I'll let you know when you can start printing it, and we'll collaborate on how to get these hero shots and stuff of it, like actually getting values from like an actual plant and stuff. Yeah. Cool.
I got plenty of them.
All right.
A little pretty hero shot little section for them.
One other thing, I guess it's something kind of prototypey-ish, shop talky-ish. So for the fruit jam, we talked about the resin cases from JLCPCB last week. This is the one we're going to stock. So Lamar ordered 50 of these, and you'll be able to purchase these in the coming weeks. They take a little bit to make. So
is that the jet black one? Or?
Yeah, this is JLC black, and it just looks phenomenal. Very smooth, matte finish, really nice. It doesn't feel powdery or anything like that. It's really nice feeling, and the quality is top notch. There's no blemishes or anything. So we'll be able to purchase this for I'm not sure what the final price is going to be, but it's really nice. Very nice tolerances and everything, and diffuses the light really well. We showed it last week. I still have mine in the transparent one. We're not going to stock these because they're just too expensive to stock in quantity. But the black one's really, really nice. These two are my favorite ones. But any folks can download the existing free models that we have for the case, and you can send it off if you want to get your own thing printed in whatever resin you'd like. Yeah, I think this one was like double the price. Yeah. So that's an update on the fruit jam case.
Awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. So that's it for that. I think we're ready for this week's Community Make, Timelapse Tuesday.
All right, jumping in this week's Community Makes, we have, of course, continuing on with K-pop. We got one of the little pets from the movie. We have Derpy. Super cool. Super cute. Little kitty cat, or tiger. Look at tiger. And yeah, check out the quality that came out of the bamboo for this one. All the different colors on here. Using this glittery, like purple to blue, translucent color, and then of course the pink, and then the yellow for the eyes and the teeth. Super cute little nubbins on the paws, and then we got the flexible tail on the body and the head. This thing is so adorable. Made a print too, of course. This little guy. Oh, you're not in the shot. Hold on. If you were saying anything, I didn't hear you.
Nope, I was just posting a link to the Maker World model. Do you want to switch to another camera or keep this time lapse rolling?
Let me see. Go back over here.
There you go.
The video probably looks better than what the this little webcam can capture for the details on.
Yeah, it's pretty blurry.
I have to get the bigger bamboo after all the
right
heartache with that one on the grill tees. But yeah, it's so cute. The M3F had, or M3MF had all of the support materials already set up and the colors and all that. So I just had to assign it to what was in my AMS. And yeah, check out the quality of that. It looks so detailed. Super cool. Nice little flexible.
A lot of detail.
Tiger.
No supports.
Yeah, there were supports for.
There were supports.
Teeth. Yeah, the eyes print differently, or on a different plate, or as a different plate. And it does the multicolor on that too, the yellow and the black. So that's the only part, just gluing in the eyes. The rest is all one piece. No nubbins.
Yeah, Foxy. All right, let's see. What is this? Is the page?
Yeah, I didn't have that braid of blue, so I had to use this bluey purple translucent color.
Evaria Designs is who uploaded it, and they have some photos here. Looks really good in that blue. I'm guessing the actual
is that brighter blue color. Yeah.
Apparently some updates to the model.
Oh.
Improved design to allow for better scaling. Ooh, cool. Improved printing at larger layer heights. Okay. Cool. And there's some more stuff here about it. They printed it on the A1.
Oh.
Cool. And they have some filaments here that they used. Some, and a couple of different. Oh, look, they printed it with fuzzy skin, maybe. Looks like fuzzy skin.
Oh, I should have tried that.
Cool. Is it bigger? Not sure.
No, looks like the smaller.
Yeah, everybody's printing it differently.
Yeah, it's
a lot of makes on it because it's a very cute model.
There's the blue.
Yeah,
that brighter blue. Oh, no, actually, no, that's depending on the lighting. Oh, that looks good.
Ooh.
I couldn't use this blue because I was, printing the blades.
You only had one spool of it, yeah.
I only had 2 spools, but both were being used. There was no way to finish this 20-hour print unless I was printing on 4 of the printers.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a free model, so check it out if you are interested in making Derpy. Derpy, that's their name. Cool. Is that the main character's like pet companion or something?
One of them. So it's always they're always seen together. The tiger and then the three-eyed magpie.
Three-eyed magpie.
Culturally, it's supposed to represent like the society, like making fun of the higher class, which was the tiger, and then the magpie was the common folk.
Okay. All right. Well, very cool. I have a link there in Discord so folks can download it, print it if they like. All right. That is this week's Timelapse Tuesday. Next up, we're going to talk about some makes that were posted up, some makes of our projects. So we'll start off here with an old classic one. This was a yeah. You're like, what is this? Yeah. So this is a prop from a 70s movie called Logan's Run. It's a sci-fi movie, and I think PT, yeah, Phil Patron, he recommended us we do this. Like this was like 2015 or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was who knows what it was. I'm not sure. Maybe it was a jewel. Yeah, it was a NeoPixel jewel and maybe a gemma or something. Anyway,
we need to put on our hands with our backs hurting and my leg cramping.
Yeah,
eyes would be glowing right now.
I think, yeah, it's this weird dystopian society in the future that when you reach 30 years old, you are sent to pasture.
30 years old? Oh man, we're way past 30.
I know, which is wild, but yeah. So Logan is the main character. He's running. I think.
Load up
the thing. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, it is a gemma and a jewel, which like predates a lot of things. Oh, you used that.
Yeah. That was the tip about it.
It was hard to kind of to fit everything into this tiny thing, but that's a nice screenshot or whatever thumbnail. Yeah, I'm sure it uses Arduino code or something because there was no CircuitPython back then. Yeah, this date is not real. This is like a copy from.
We need to send in a request. You see that tiny JST plug with a socket with the with the slide switch.
Yeah,
I can't believe we don't stock something like that yet.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, this was published in 2017. Okay, not that long ago, but was it CircuitPython?
There's no way.
Yeah, there was CircuitPython.
Oh, you know what? No, I think
Mikey Skylar.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he went through and
updated.
Exactly. Yeah, this is older.
So there is now, but not back then.
Yeah. Anyway, Logan's Run. Let me highlight the maker who posted this. Of U-Tank posted up, and they say, okay, I haven't completed the lights as designed, but tossed in some LEDs just to see the effect. Not bad, a bit large, but it's cool. Yep, yeah, fit a lot of things in there. Yeah, real throwback. And next up, we have a make from Kobe Whittington. Posted up on printables.com, a make of our Keyblade from the Kingdom Hearts video game series. They say this file is top notch. I've printed this 3 times now. The ward doesn't line up exactly if you screw in each tube all the way. So I do find some fiddling and gluing the part to get it all straight with no gaps. Yeah. Unfortunately, I printed this like, I don't know what printer, Prusa and Ultimaker.
I think the
getting threads to line up was really, really difficult.
Ultimaker,
or maybe it was the Ultimaker, yeah. But
I'm gonna guess if you over tighten it or it doesn't tighten enough based on the tolerance that it would not line up. That use a different layer height. It's gonna be different.
Yeah. It was one of the first times I was like learning how to create threads in Fusion, so I didn't have to screw everything together.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. No electronics, just 3D print with no supports.
I swear I saw someone at one of the Mickey's Not So Scary in California, because Mickey dresses up as Kingdom Hearts guy, and somebody was dressed up as Sora. Yeah, and they had what looked like your prop.
There's a bunch of these, so
battling Mickey.
Yeah, there's a bunch of these. I remember going to the Hatsumi back when we were in West Palm Beach. Do you remember that event? And they had this, but in all metal.
Oh yeah.
So this is a very well-known prop that's been designed and printed many, many times. That's why I called it yet another Keyblade, because like there were so many.
I'm gonna assume it was yours, because there's no way the what is it? The scanners probably went off on a metal one.
Yeah. Okay. After that, speaking of lightsabers, Mike posted up their dual. I think it's dual extruder painted. It says long prints, but they came out nice. That makes me think it is multi-material, multi-printer, multi-color printed. Grandkids are having a Star Wars Halloween. Thank you, Mike. That looks fantastic. I have not seen our design printed in.
That looks good.
In different colors. There's a lot of different colors. It looks really nice.
I think we still had the Ultimakers when you did that one.
Yeah, these are great. Yeah, I could do these now. I can reprint it and
higher quality.
College, yeah. And higher quality, yeah.
Faster.
Watch the Taunts does not work. No, I'm sure it'll work.
I mean,
This one doesn't matter about alignment. There's no alignment needed for this. So it's just however it screws in is fine. All right. After that, another make of the USB set project, Phobos posted up their make. It says they use a standard SH1106 display instead, and it works great. Yeah, definitely you can use whatever components.
They use the rounded off corner one.
Yeah, folks are liking that one. Yeah.
Hey man, it's worth it.
Yeah, I guess so.
10 hours isn't a lot when you're sleeping. When you do it overnight.
Right. Yeah, so yeah, folks have been asking, like, can they use a Pico, like a Raspberry Pi Pico? Yeah, you totally can. Just got to create a new mount for it and just update the pins in the code, and you'll need to solder in the the I2C OLED display because there's no Stemma QT port on a Pico. Yeah. Or maybe use the Pyramoni Pico. I think they have a Stemma QT port on theirs. So yeah,
the 2 did have one, no?
Nah, if it's like the debug thing, the debug port. So not I2C. And that's all the community makes this week. So shout out to everybody for posting up their makes. It's nice to see folks back posting their makes. It's really nice to see.
Oh man, I didn't post any of them up.
Yeah, it's fine. I have it in the YouTube video description and in the blog post. So folks can always check them out. All right. We are just about at the 1 hour mark. Just gonna do a quick programming note. There will not be Ask Engineer or Show and Tell tonight, as the team is taking a break. Lauren and Phil are taking a break this week. Maybe they'll be back next week. Stay tuned to find out if.
Oh no, they are doing the pre-record, so there will be new products posted later.
It says they might.
Email said anyway.
It says they might do a record.
Oh.
Yeah. So just
keyword right there.
I don't want to promise anything. Don't want to promise anything.
Just make sure you're subscribed. You'll get notified.
I guess so. Yeah. So I guess this is the only coupon code today. So no Ask Engineer coupon code. So if you're waiting for an Ask Engineer coupon code, it's not gonna happen. So Huntrix is the coupon code for today. So definitely put your order in.
Get those nudes.
Yeah,
LED nudes before they run out at a restock.
Yeah,
broke 2 of them.
Really?
And manhandling them.
Oh, just don't manhandle them. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've abused my share of nudes because noodles, LED noodles, because sometimes you really got to fit them in very tight spaces, or they can kind of be a little bit delicate sometimes. So be careful.
Forgot to put down as a tip when mounting the filament into the channel. If you do need to remove it, you can use the ground silicone coated cable that's on the bottom. You can use it as like a pull tab.
That's cool. Yeah. All right. Good idea. All right. Yeah, that's gonna do it. We'll be here next week.
Yes.
Yay, 12 years of making. Here's the 12 more, right?
Put it up again, say it again. I missed it. Yay to 12 years of making.
Yay to 12 years of making. Here's to 12 more. Too early for a margarita, but if I did, then would
cheers.
Cheers. It's acai.
Celebrate with fruit.
I celebrate with
fruit
margarita. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. Tomorrow is Thursday. I think JP will be doing his workshop. This is a workshop live stream at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then we have Foamy Guy on Fridays, 2 p.m. Pacific or 5 p.m. Eastern with a deep dive. And then Tuesdays is JP's product pick of the week, where you can get up to 50% off select items. All right. I think that's it. All right, folks. I'd say see you tonight, but no show and tell. So, yeah, we'll see you next week. Until then, remember to make a
great day.
Bye, folks. See you next week.